Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. It's been a while, so let's get right down to it, huh?
What? Oh, clip that!
Hit me! Hit me!
Yeah, I'll help you. Raybert? That was scary. A unique sword. Diamond sword? What the frick?
Alright, start getting him up. I'll guard you because I actually have his health.
Yeah, there's a victory. I was stuck in a room, but there's a victory.
One shot, he's dead.
Nice! Whoa, baby! Let's go! Whoa! What? No way!
Whew. That one almost got me, chat. So guys, today we're talking about Grounded. We played it. It's early game, stuff. It's like literally 20% right now of the campaign is available to you. So if you've already played it, you probably already made it through what's available with the campaign. But it's very promising to have some really great content. So let's talk about the game. First of all, if a survival game like Ark or The Forest was merged with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, then you got Grounded. I mean, you just look at this trailer that's up right now, and you can automatically see it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with survival. Now, with that said, there's so much to it because it's its own storyline. So they're not following like a straight up Honey, I Shrunk the Kids stuff. That's the best way to explain what's happening on this game. What's happening here? We got a kid that just randomly wakes up. If you look behind your character when you first get up, you see this little like suitcase almost with like outlines of players, which I'd like to note there's more players than are actually available in the game. So there's more player slots in that little case than there actually are available players in the game, which is crazy. Secondly, we see the little syringe thing. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if they took like a drug to make it so they didn't die when they shrunk. I have no idea, but we're getting these tapes along the way. They're telling the story. We meet this special character. Spoilers ahead, if you haven't already figured that out yet. We meet a robot, and he tells us a little bit more of the story, but we're still left wondering at this point what all is happening. So, with that said, we've got survival with a storyline, and obviously everything is shrunk. You're shrunk, so everything's, what we would think is small is now large. So we've got ants that are the size of human beings. We've got teeny tiny mite-sized bugs that are, about the size of a dog or a cat. And we've got ladybugs that are bigger than you, and then obviously the spiders. Now there's more bugs on top of that, but we won't get into all that, but the spiders are the main nemesis right now in the game. There's other ones that'll attack you too. They all have different abilities, but the spiders are by far the hardest to kill and the most annoying to fight, especially if you're by yourself. This is very much so a group game. They're very difficult to take on by yourself, so you're going to want to bring some friends. Now this is Xbox, it's on the Game Pass, it's on PC, and it also is on Steam, and as from what I've read, everything is cross-compatible, even the Steam version with the Xbox version. So you're just going to have to sign in with your Microsoft account, even if you're on Steam, and then that'll allow you to play that way. On top of that, the elements of this base building are already pretty in-depth. For something that's only 20% of the campaign there, it makes me think there's a whole lot more depth to what's going to be available as far as building and crafting and things go, because right now we already have quite a bit. I haven't unlocked it all yet, my friends haven't unlocked it all yet. We've got like two tiers of tools and weapons already. So you got your first tier that's like your basic, then you got a next tier which would be like your iron tier in most games. You know how that goes from like stone to iron to metal, like iron isn't metal, but anyway, we all know what I mean. You just keep progressing up the tiers. Well, right now we got 2. I'm expecting 3 to 4. So on top of that, we've got the ability to build like 2 different tiers right now of housing. So we can craft your basic grass walls. So you cut down the grass. You want to call it tree because it's just makes more sense because you're chopping down with an axe. It's not a tree, it's a grass stalk or whatever you'd call it. And you cut that down to make your walls and your ceilings and your everything, your roofs, all that. You use grass for that. And then there's different tiers of like how you construct using that grass to make it either regular wall or reinforced wall. So you can build a stronger house because your house can get raided by ants and things. If you have food in your chest, they're going to try to raid your house and steal your stuff, because that's what ants do. So if you don't want that to happen, you do reinforced walls. It can still happen, but it takes a while, and more than likely you'll be able to fend off against the ants before they take all your stuff out of your chest. Just as ants will take food out of your chest, larvae will actually come out of hiding to take spoiled meat, just like larva goes for spoiled meats and usually lays eggs on spoiled meat and all that good stuff. So if you have a bunch of larvae attacking your house, it's probably because you got some meat in there you forgot to throw out or forgot to cook early on and spoiled now, and it's attracting them. So there's a little note to help you guys out. You got a chest with some meat in it, cook it, put it up high, use reinforced walls, and then if it spoils, trash it, because you don't want spoiled meat other than making like a couple crafting recipes. But then again, make those, get them gone, so you're not attracting more bugs to, take down your house and destroy what you built. So that kind of covers the crafting element. Again, there's 20% of the story. We know we got shrunk, we know the machine's not working, or something went bad, and we are trying to figure out how to get full size. We're in the backyard of I would presume our mom's house or something. There's like 3 different areas. There's like a garden area, the regular grass yard, and then there's a gas area, which is called, I think, the haze, and it's like a area of the yard that's getting fumigated, and you need special equipment to survive in there, otherwise you will die from the fumigations. So we got those 3 different like biomes. They've already said there's at least 2 more coming right now. I would assume there's more past that. I'm expecting like a sandbox area, because that would just make so much sense in the backyard to have like a sand environment, and it would be a sandbox. Past that, I don't know, maybe an overflowing ice box or something to make like a cold area. Maybe that's a little bit out there to think about, but I don't know. We'll see what they come up with. Needless to say, for being, a pre-full release, like an early access type title, there's a lot going on in this game. It is a lot of fun. Right now you can only play with up to 4 friends at a time. I don't know if they'll do servers, like dedicated servers past that, because right now if you host and you leave, it just ends the game. So the host has to be on for you guys to have the same progression and play together. So we'll look and see where they go with that. Maybe they'll make it so you can have more people. Again, there's more slots in that little box than there is actual playable characters right now. So I'm expecting 6-player co-op eventually, because there's 6 slots. And I think that's why they left those slots there as extras. Other than that, check it out for yourself. I would jump into it. And if you like survival games, this will probably be one for you. If you're a fan of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, you're probably going to like this game. And if you have arachnophobia, don't play the game, because they're spiders and they're kind of scary. Or turn on the arachnophobia setting, because then it just turns them into floating blobs. So, there you go. As far as character progression, there's a decent amount of that. Not so much skills, but like different things you can equip to your characters. Armor does more than just protect you. It gives you abilities. So say you want to haul more stuff to your camp, you can put on the ant armor, and it gives you better hauling capacity. The acorn armor gives you high defense and more health. The clover armor gives you like the ability not to get as hungry as fast. It gives you extra like hunger level. And then there's a couple just different various things that will give you different buffs. So you're going to want to read what those buffs are as you make these things, so you know what you're making and what kind of buffs you're getting from these items. Things I'd like to see in this game at some point. Again, different biomes. I'd love to see some variety in that. I would love to see, right now there's a, if you pick up a dandelion, you can actually float using it so that you don't fall and hit the ground and die. You can actually pull it out and real quick like float across an area, which is really cool and a great idea. I hope that they expand on that more and add some more like flying type items. Maybe make it so you can saddle up some flying type bugs and you can fly around the base. I don't know, get on a dragonfly, go for a ride. Things like that I'd like to see expanded on. So maybe we see some Ark vibes and be able to like tame the bugs or something and use them to get around. I'd also like to see a server. Nothing's confirmed about that yet, but I'd like to know that if I'm playing with my friends and I get off, they can continue making progress. I'd also like to see expanded past 4 people. That's great for local play, if that's what they're trying to do with that. I don't even know if this game supports local play, but if that's kind of the idea they were going for, great, but 4 players in the world of online gaming is just small. So I'd like to see them expand past that. Maybe once they open the map up and it gets bigger, they will expand past that. Maybe we'll see factions at some point. We've already seen this robot type that's obviously part of the scientific stuff that's going on in the game. Maybe we'll see other factions along the way and other AI characters, and maybe you'll be able to get like faction points and get better special blueprints from each faction. You know, on top of that, maybe add in an arena where you and your friends can duke it out, because you can already fight. But maybe add in like an arena area where you can fight for rewards, because that could be a cool thing. Past that, I'd just like to see expansion on what's already there. More bugs, more environments, and just more replayability. As far as I'm concerned though, for an early access title, this is very good. I'm having a lot of fun with it, as long as they tweak some of the multiplayer stuff to make it so you can play with your friends and maybe not have it be quite as difficult to connect with friends. Maybe an in-game friend list would be nice. Other than that, I think the game is progressing well, and they are already said they're looking at the community for ideas, so that's a great way to start. Because if you're reaching out to your community and letting them give you ideas, then you're going to go a long way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to support the channel, come by on a stream night, twitch.tv/deadpleasestreams. We would love to have you, and we'd make great memories together. Also, you can hit that like on the video, and you can definitely subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video at Dead Please Streams. Peace out.